Hey guys, it's Em. I'm out here with Maya. We are at the state park, just hanging out. It's getting dark out, so I'm not sure how long this video will last before it's too dark to see her. But we're just running around. I made a video earlier talking about everything that I wanted to talk about, but I really wasn't satisfied with the quality of it. And now I'm probably not going to be satisfied with the lighting, but I'm just going to have to do what I can do. We're out here. The lake is over here. Lake Erie is over here. There's a beach. This is the state park that we've been coming to for the last couple days. And Maya's actually really loving it. Right now she's on hunting mode. She has a really high prey drive. So when she gets out here where there's been activity from smaller animals, she goes nuts. She's yet to really find anything. I've not seen her get anything. Anytime that she's not outside, she is in a two-door car, so it's nice to just let her expel this energy. I hope everyone's having a nice night, and I really appreciate you guys that do come and watch my channel. I know I've been slacking with my uploads. All I can say is I'm just not satisfied with the quality of my content, and when it comes to uploading, I don't want to keep uploading a whole bunch of stuff that's really not interesting or just not the best that I can upload. So there's actually a lot of videos that I've scrapped that I probably could go through and try to edit them, but they'll just be all, I feel like they'll be choppy and not the best. So I guess I just need to work on my editing skills and my recording skills. Today I'm thinking about making some more food with our butane stove. As long as it doesn't get too cold, it should work. Unfortunately, with the butane, once it gets down to the 30-degree range, it really doesn't want to work properly. We were looking at an adapter to buy to make it possible to change it from butane to propane. Otherwise, we're just going to have to buy a new stove for another $30 from Amazon. But all the reviews on that one were kind of scary. The regulator has a leak, so it'll end up spewing the propane everywhere, which is not good in our case, especially if we are cooking inside of a vehicle. And speaking of that, we're still looking for a van. Right now, it's getting really dark, but right now I'm looking for a full-size van. I just think for our purposes, we need something. She's really digging in there. I don't know if you can even really see her all that well. Hang on. For our purposes, I think it'd be best on a full-size van. I do worry about the gas mileage being kind of low and it not being as stealth as a minivan. There's also perks. There's pros and cons to both vehicles. I just keep going back and forth. The full-size van's going to cost more initially. Oh jeez, her harness is actually coming off. It's not coming off, but her leg slipped out of the hole and slid to the side. Sorry if it's too windy. We're just watching Maya dig out here. So the pros of the full-size van are the space, and it should be a little bit more reliable, I would think. The cons of it are the initial price, the gas mileage, the price to fix anything on it, and then depending on, hopefully we can find a passenger van so we don't have to worry about it being insured as a commercial vehicle initially. If we can find a passenger van, we will have built-in heat in the back. Heat and AC will run to the back, and we'll just have to take out the seats. We'll also have windows, and for the windows I plan on just covering them up with some foam and some reflectics, but mostly just rigid foam and cutting them to fit so they just press right into each window. And if the windows are tinted enough during the day, I'm going to get some maybe 2% or at least 5%, but maybe somewhere between limo tint and regular tint, so that the windows are not really visible in. And then at night we'll just have coverings on them. You won't be able to see the light that's in the cabin from outside of the vehicle. It might be annoying. I feel like I'm always talking about the same thing, but kind of just rambling in my head all the points that I think about during the day. And for me, and for the situation of 2 people and 2 pets, I just don't think a minivan would be big enough. I feel like it would get crowded really quickly. And the full-size van is probably going to get crowded really quickly, especially since we're not looking at an extended vehicle anymore. When we initially started looking, I was adamant that we needed the extended version of the van. But the fact that we even thought about a minivan leads me to believe that a standard wheelbase would be fine. We'll just have to work with what we have. But I'd prefer the standard wheelbase for the gas mileage. I guess maybe it's not very much. I think it's not that big of a difference. But to me, the difference between the 4.8 liter and the 6 liter seems like it's a few miles per gallon. I even thought, I don't know if it exists, maybe I should look into it more, but I even thought about just getting if they have it in the passenger van, I assume they do, but the V6 version of the Chevy Express, the smaller engine, especially since we're not going to really, well, geez, Maya, she's really going, she's really digging. But with the V6, we're not planning on towing anything. We do have a travel trailer that if I were to fix it up, we could potentially tow it, but the last thing I want to happen is be towing it and then something happens and we lose our van too. I don't know what she's finding in there, but I'm just letting her go. I'm definitely gonna have to clean her off. She has a dachshund prey drive. Sometimes I don't even know if she is half Chihuahua. The only thing that leads me to believe that she's half Chihuahua is how she, when she gets cold, she'll actually scratch at my coat for me to unzip it and let her in. And then she climbs into my coat. I'm really not sure if she thinks she owns the coat and I'm just wearing it for her, or if she realizes that it's my coat. I think she thinks it's her coat that I just wear and let her in. Sorry that this isn't more eventful. I'm just talking as the dog's digging, but I really wanted to get a video out for you guys. I was working on the video where I show how we set up our car at night, and just a little bit of our routine. It's not how we exactly do everything every night, but for that night it was how we did things, as far as setting up the car with the reflectix, then taking the dog out, and then going to the bathroom, using the public restroom, and then going to bed. But I've just not been satisfied with it. I've added some of my original music to it so that I don't have to worry about any type of copyright issue. But the music that I had on my phone is not the best quality, so I used what I could. When I get some time, if I actually find a van, I plan on turning it into a little bit of a recording studio, just something that's portable. I really hope her harness doesn't come off. She's really digging in there. But I used what I have, the audio that I have. I'm going to try to upload it. I'm not really satisfied with the quality of it. I wish it was a lot better. It's kind of disappointing. I see all these other YouTubers. I guess I shouldn't compare myself to other people, but I see these other van life people, and their videos are just really nice and actually enjoyable to watch. And it might just be my own personal bias against myself, but it just, I don't know, I'm not satisfied with how things turn out. I want things to be a lot better. And it's disappointing, and it makes me kind of lose a little bit of, like, spirit towards making YouTube videos. But I don't want that to happen. I want to be out here. I'm just living my life. Might as well record what I can. And if someone's interested in watching, I really appreciate it. If I can just do what I'm doing. I really want to start working on music again, so it's just a matter of time. I'm just working on finding a van throughout the day, even at night, and just saving them so I don't have to message them in the middle of the night and try to be the least rude as possible. So the plan, my goals right now, first and foremost, is to find a van, and then once I have that, get everything set up so that we can still stay warm. Unfortunately, the car is so easy to heat. If I could have the perks of the ability to heat up the car and the gas mileage of the car with something bigger that actually could fit a bed or even just a couple foam pads to lay down at night and a bucket toilet, that'd be great. That's why we were thinking of the minivan, but because that would kind of fit that criteria. But it's still, I feel like if we're going to purchase a big item like a vehicle, we might as well purchase what we actually need instead of, I just worry about buying a minivan and then just realizing that it's not going to work and that we're just as crowded and miserable as we would be in a small car. And I know a full-size van doesn't negate everything. It's going to just give us a tiny bit more space. It's really not much, but I just think it'd be better. We're going to spend probably easily twice as much as we would on a minivan for the same year. But, I don't know what other options I have right now. It's going to be harder to heat a full-size van. But I plan on getting a propane heater and then just having a propane cooktop so that it can all just be run off the same thing. Alright guys, well, I think I need to get her out of here so she stops digging. I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't realize she was going to go this hard at this hole. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll definitely talk more later. I should probably elaborate more on the pros and cons. I kind of started on the pros and cons of minivan and full-size van, and I always get distracted and start talking about other stuff. But I think you get the gist of where I'm coming from, or at least what I'm saying. Hopefully soon I plan on just sitting down and having a face-to-face, face-to-camera video where I talk about everything. But hope you guys are having a great night, and I'm going to get her out of here and then go back to the car and try to cook some dinner. So we'll talk with you guys more later. Alright, bye.